Hey guys, it's Jovi and we're back. I literally had to unplug and replug and restart, but we're not glitching right now. So I hope you are all having an amazing day. Okay, you can see my expressions. Ain't that nice? I know I am. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you already know you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please go ahead and follow me, okay? Follow me on a place where I post those pretty pictures. I try to post as often on there as possible. Go over to my blue sky and follow me, okay? Just make sure and follow me on my blue sky and my threads. I'm Jovi Beauty everywhere. Go to my website, jovibeauty.com. Get you one of our dope ass scarves, sweaters, mugs. We have a lot of cute items. So go to the channel today. TikTok. Y'all know we're growing a little something on the talk, okay? So go ahead and follow us. We need to get our message out to as many young ladies as possible and to us too. You know, as grown women sometimes need advice. Last but not least, do not forget you can always do what? Donate to the channel. It is thoroughly appreciated. All the information to donate is going across the bottom of the screen. Now, hey Kai, how are you? Because these people at my job girl, I tried to come on earlier, but it was just doing too much and I had to restart, stop, but I'm here and I'm back. Okay, I'm here and I'm back. So where do we begin? Okay, I want to talk about this young man, Karmelo Anthony. Okay, this young man, child, when they posted this, let's just okay. When they posted this shit last week, it was this weekend. Okay, I don't even remember, like Friday. I knew something was up. Why? Because we don't raise people to do weird shit like that. Okay, we just don't. All right. So, from what we understand, then we came to find out that this young man is right now sitting up in prison. I hope he gets bail. We need to look into more into that. But from what we gather, there was these twins that came up to him and basically told him to go to the back of the bus. That's what I gathered. That's what I gathered, okay? The audacity, okay? Told him he wasn't sitting in his right seat at a sporting event. I think it was football. Child, he said no. Then the boy thought he was going to grab him by his backpack, and I believe he hit him. Okay. And from what I gather, based off of what we've been watching, shit, right here in New York, there was a guy, he just got off, and then he go to the White House. He choked out and ended the life of some random homeless dude that was on a train. Let me tell you what we have in New York City. Homeless people on a train. You know what most of us have learned to do? Ignore them. Okay, when they come back, ask for money, you don't look up or you just shake your head like this and they'll move on. It is not that deep. It is not that deep, okay? And this may be why some people don't need to move their asses outside of their neighborhoods or what they're used to, because you come to other people's neighborhoods and you lose your damn mind, okay? So he got off for taking this man's life, and the man didn't do nothing to him, okay? So this young boy, these are both teenagers, but in the time of Orangina, everything is political, okay? And his parents, the Caucasian boy's parents, would not like this to be political. And you can comprehend why, because then it looks like your son it looks like your son is the aggressor, period, right? So I'm going to assume that they would like to just think that their son made a bad decision, instead of it being racially motivated. Okay, I would like to know who the parents voted for. I'm gonna keep it a buck because that will tell me everything I need to know. All right, so we've been watching this go down. We've seen that these Caucasians have been raising child. Let me tell you how bad it is over on that side. The MAGA is upset, child, even though it's okay for us to it's okay for them to attempt to take us out, but somebody defending themselves against one of them, it's always a problem. They can keep their problems. But you know what I found interesting? Because I didn't see anywhere where they said the parents were like divorced or anything. But even if there was, y'all, why does the mother and the father of the boy both have GoFundMe's going? I find that so interesting. I find it so interesting that they both have GoFundMe's going and are trying to get a check off of their kids, off of the loss of their child. I find that wildly insane. Okay, but okay. So there is also currently a GoFundMe for the young man, and I'm gonna pull it up. And if somebody could pull it up and drop the link to Karmelo's family's official GoFundMe. Okay, if y'all could drop it in the comments, that would be great. I'll also add it in the description box. I don't care what it is. Okay, donate to the family. I don't care if it's I don't care if it's $5. Okay, if y'all can't donate to the family, she said they had 2 separate interviews, one with the dad by himself and one with the mom and son. That is wild crazy. But okay, maybe they are divorced. Maybe they are divorced. I guess they didn't have life support on their child, so now they trying to get that money back. I don't know. I don't know the situation. I just find it kind of crazy. So I also was going through, and I want to show this. I'm going to show this because this young man minding his own business. Let me share my screen right now. Because this girl said, you know what? We're not going to do this. And shout out to us for standing on code. Because you know what these people going to do? They always going to stand on code. That's why both of these parents can have GoFundMes that are damn near $100,000. And we're trying to figure out how to get this young man $20,000 for a decent fucking lawyer. Okay? Pull it together. All right? Yeah, we're taking a rest, but we ain't resting on this one. Okay? So this is a mother who wanted to post and let everybody know that this young man, Karmelo, okay, who is apparently still in jail, okay, he's still in jail, saved her son's life a couple years ago. This young man was in a goddamn newspaper. Do you see this? Saved this girl's life. Saved this child's freaking whole life. Okay? I just needed to drop that real quick. This young man is he's 15 years old. My daughter's 15 years old. He should be worrying about his finals coming up. Not this shit. Especially when he was minding his own business, trying to enjoy a game, and was then ignorantly attacked by somebody who thought they had the right to tell us where we need to sit, where we need to be, where we need to go. I keep saying, and it's not just me, a lot of people keep saying, and it's real, Orangina isn't the problem, okay? Orangina is just a manifestation of these issues, okay? The issues have been here for a long fucking time. And they have to be dealt with, okay? Or else we'll eat, we can't just get rid of Orangina, okay? The innate hatred of Black people in this country has to be addressed and eradicated the same way the Germans did it. Or 20, 30, 40, by the time we old, we're going to have to be we're going to be 80 years old, watching our grandchildren go through this same bullshit that we're going through again. And we can't do this shit no more. The fact is that little boy should have, listen, That little black boy probably was not the only person sitting in that section. But the audacity and the reality, the reality is that little boy thought that it was okay and appropriate to tell that boy to go sit at the back of the fucking bus. That's what happened. I don't care what nobody said. And he said no. And him and his big ass brother thought they were going to jump on this little boy to the point where we know they was grabbing on his backpack. We know he got punched. And he turned around and defended himself. I thought Texas was a stand your ground state. What's the problem? Is it only a stand your ground situation when white people feel they're in danger? It's a real fucking question. We know the answer. And that's why we need to stand by this young man and his fucking family. I don't care if it's $5 fucking dollars. Please, somebody, please, one of our members, pull up the link for his family's GoFundMe and drop it in the comments. Please and thank you. So that's what happened. Matter of fact, let's read one of the articles. Okay. Let's read the CBS article. Let's see what CBS got to say. Karmelo Anthony's family's... Oops. Oh, hell. Hold on. I hate these pay or will block you ass sites. So, hold on. I'm trying to find something that's not trying to force me to pay. Oh, my bad. My bad, y'all. It must have picked up because the last time I looked, it was like $50,000. So now apparently, could we hurry up? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my, like I said, I had to restart the computer. I've clicked on this shit like 3 times. Y'all know my internet's like this. I don't know what's happening. What is this? I don't know what this is. Okay. It's slowly coming up. So nearly $250,000 raised in defense of the 17-year-old accused of teen at track meet. Y'all, we need more. Y'all, fucks with it, but we need more. We need more. Okay. Hopefully they got the link in here. Maybe not, because, depending on who wrote this. Well, let's see. Okay, nearly $250,000. Let's see how they feel about him raising money. Was raised for a high school student accused of fatally another teen at a track meet. Okay, it was a track meet. I definitely didn't know we had assigned seating at track meets. Karmelo Anthony, 17, and is accused of Austin Metcalf at a track meet on April the 2nd. Okay. The 17-year-old fundraiser was posted on Give Send Go, saying, hold on, let me see. Oops, no. Did it go back? No, it didn't. I'll go back. Okay. Saying he was wrongfully charged with the M word. On Tuesday morning, the fundraiser had brought in more than 230 in donations. The goal is 300,000. We need more. The narrative being spread, this is what it says. Being spread is false, unjust, and harmful, the description says. As a family of faith, we are deeply grateful for all of your support during this trying time. Your prayers and assistance mean more to us now more than ever. On April the 2nd, Anthony was sitting in seats for Memorial High School students, but he was a student at Sentinel High School, reported. Who gives a fuck? Police said witnesses saw Metcalf tell Anthony he had to move his seat in the bleachers during the track meet. These bold ass fucking people. Okay. One witness told police that after being told to move, Anthony reached into his bag and told Metcalf, "Don't touch me and see what happens." Listen, stand his ground. The witness said Metcalf touched Anthony, then he touched him. So he gave him a break when he touched him. Okay? We know if it was the other way around, that is a excuse to commit and get away justified, right? We've watched it happen. Okay? Okay. So the witness said he touched Anthony, then allegedly grabbed him. Anthony then alleged that they forgot the punch. This reporter forgot the punch, so we know what this reporter is. And Metcalf then allegedly stabbed Metcalf once in the chest before running away. So he just yanked him and he was out. Because he was in what? Fear for his fucking life. Wouldn't you be? I would be surrounded by these Caucasians thinking they're going to tell me what to do. We already know what this is. We know. We've been here long enough. Anthony told officers at the scene he was assaulted first and acted in self-defense. Good boy. I'm not alleged. I did it. Anthony allegedly told police. Anthony then allegedly says to investigators, he put his hands on me. I told him not to. Anthony family said dealing with Metcalf's death have been a challenging and difficult time for them. At this time, the 17-year-old is currently being held on a $1 million bond. Jesus. Let's get this child out of jail. We already know it is, if you stay in jail, you more than likely are not going to get out. That's why they put these crazy bonds on you. It's a lot easier for you to fight for your life outside. Okay, so I'm hoping to God this family is able to raise enough money to get this child out of jail because it's not our job to listen. We get it. They think it's our job to help them do everything. It is not our job anymore to help you raise your children. And if you don't raise your children enough, like my kid knows not to be putting her hands on people. Like, why would you put your hands on people unprovoked? This is when I say, who raised you? Okay. People love to talk about our behavior and how we act and all of this shit, right? But I don't seem to like when when I think about like the discrepancies in how different sorts of people raise their children, right? We aren't necessarily the ones who raise our children to act a fucking mess and have these expectations of the world and just think that the world is supposed to revolve around us. We're not the ones who don't teach our children how to have proper hygiene. We aren't the ones who don't teach our children to not see the humanity in other people. That's how other people raise their children. Okay? Because if you raise your children appropriately, I said what I said, this may not have happened. Too many times our young people, men and women, lose their lives behind these people not raising their children correctly. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. And this is, in my opinion, why the parents don't want to make this what it is. Because it's not only going to affect the memory of the son they lost, but the other one that's still alive and their whole fucking family. You get what you give in this world. Mind your business. I've been places before and the fans sitting over here. It is what it is. It is not your job to go and fucking, who the fuck told you can just be attacking people? And who told you that you could attack Black people and we couldn't do anything about it? That's the problem. This is not, I know they want to make America what they consider great again when we were too afraid to do something to protect ourselves. Don't ever think that we cannot protect ourselves against you. Okay? It was not that we couldn't. And we are not our parents or our fucking grandparents. We do not raise our children to bow down to you. We're not even asking you to raise your children to bow down to us. We just asking you to raise your children to mind their business and see the humanity in other fucking people. If you did that, just that, if you don't want to bathe, that's you and the pandemic's problems. But mind your business and stop thinking you have authority over anybody who is not of your fucking race. Because it ain't just a little black boy. It would have been anybody who was not white. I said what I said. Now let me look at some of these comments, and then we go into some of this tariff foolishness that is happening, because it's just so fucking funny. It's so funny. Hey, sweetest girl, how are you? How are you? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find this shit. Karmelo Anthony, go fund me page. It's not on GoFundMe. Didn't they say it was on something else? Okay. What is it? I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. We're at 240. Gold need to go past 300. We need to make sure this young man, when he gets off, he has a fucking college fund as well. Fuck that. Then they do it for the little boy who killed, for George, what was his name? Who killed that young man in Florida, trying to get some Skittles in Arizona. Then they fund his fucking whatever future children's lives. The little motherfucker who ran through the people when they were having the demonstration and was shooting it up. The Ratcliffe guy, he broke now. I love that. But then they raised like a couple mil for him. Okay? This shit is just nonstop. So I dropped a link in the comments. Please, I don't give a fuck if it's $5, y'all. Please donate to this family. Okay, let's finish up on a little bit of these comments and then get into the rest. She said the pizza spot where he worked started a GoFundMe for the pig. Okay. She says, it's okay. Okay, I dropped it. It's fine. Maybe they won't let y'all drop links. I don't know. Don Lemon was having a problem with his stream too. Yeah, the streams is it's messed up. I don't know what's going on here in New York. It's not, even when I was outside, because I ran, it took me forever even to get on my McDonald's app. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? That's how I know something. I restarted it. I plugged out, plugged in, because I'm not on Wi-Fi. Y'all know I have the Ethernet plugged in, so there is never any disruption. So even this morning when it was acting a mess, it's not supposed to do that. Not with the Ethernet plugged in. I got the Ethernet, plus I pay for very high fucking internet, so there should never be no damn problems. She said, give, send, go. Okay. Yes, I posted it. George Zimmer. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing, please. I'm not even asking for donations this week. Donate to that young man. Please. I don't give a fuck if it's $5. If everybody donates $5, okay? You might not have it right now, but keep it in your mind. Give yourself a notation. Because it could be any one of our children. It could be any one of our children just trying to save their own fucking lives. This world hates our guts and they hate our kids. Kyle, thank you. Y'all dropping them. Like, so I don't care. I don't care. Just support. She said her intent is 90. Thank you. Because this shit is ridiculous. It could be my little boy minding his own business, okay? And people fucking with him, trying to jump him. Are we serious? No. Absolutely not. Okay, so let's move on. No, you know what? I'm gonna drop a real quick Jovi Beauty commercial. Drink some of this Oz coffee that I got me. And I'll be back in 1 minute exactly. Hey guys, don't forget to go to my website, jovibeauty.com, where our items are not only sourced and procured with you in mind, but also with what's going to be dope this upcoming season. All right. So go to my website, jovibeauty.com, get you a new scarf, get you a new mug, get you something cute, and support the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Okay, guys. All right. Okay. So now let's get to these dumbass tariffs. What do you want me to say? This shit is crazy. Okay. Oh my God. So Orangina committed tax fraud, allegedly. You know, we sitting here talking about congressmen and shit shouldn't be able to own stocks, right? But like this dude, Orangina, him and his family then unloaded like $30 million worth in stocks before he dropped the news the other day that he was putting all these dumbass tariffs on everybody. And then China said, okay, we got you, tariff for tariff, okay? China said, we got you, tariff for tariff, 34. Now this Orangina talking about, oh, you better take that down before I make it 50. We got you, tariff for fucking tariff, okay? And I listen. We better learn how to. You better learn how to sew again, stitch your little. Remember when I was telling y'all at like the middle and end of last year to stop buying all that cheap ass Shein and Fashion Nova? Like, I don't want y'all buying that stupid cheap shit anyway. Okay, number one, let me just say that. But also, we gonna go. Apparently, we going back to people taking care of their clothes and not replacing them with a 99-cent replacement. Okay, you better learn how to patch some shit up, how to stitch. I hope you got some good jeans that you did not buy from Fashion Nova that you know on the fourth wash ain't gonna rip or some shit. I hope you got your good clothes ready. Okay, the good jeans, the good. Hold on, this my teenager. She's annoying. Hold on. Teenagers. She thought she was gonna beg me for money. I said no. I said you can't have nothing all week. Yeah, I said no. Anyway, she did something. We ain't gotta get into it, but gotta say no sometimes. Anyway, so then China's like tariff for tariff hole. And China's a big dog. And now he's running around thinking, this is the funny part. So there are coalitions and trade agreements happening all over the world, y'all. Everybody on the planet, okay, has a free trade agreement now with each other, except us. The Asians got it together. They got it together, apart. Now China said nobody can get our rare minerals. Y'all better hope your iPhones don't break. Okay? You better get some chirp chirp. I don't know. Because China said ain't nobody else getting none of their minerals. And if you ain't here, the Africans aren't playing around. Our good brother from our great grandma's mother, okay? Our good brother from the other mother over in Burkina Faso. I might have fucked it up, but it wasn't on purpose, okay? This nigga just had his 18th murder attempt. 18th. They tried to pay his guards. Who you think they is? Okay. Tried to pay his guards $5 million. This way you say oh man, things are more important than money, boy. They tried to pay his number one, number two, $5 million to take him out. They said, are you crazy? Are you dumb? Are you slow? We would never. Why? Because black first. Fuck you. Okay. Second, because he took back all the rights to all the minerals, aka the diamonds, the things you need to make the cell phones, all of this. They said F you to France, aka F you to everybody in also y'all know South Africa is in the shit. South Africa done double dutched up in here. Okay, we already know the only people who we got to be like to, what you about to do are the Nigerians at this point. Niger, which is below Mali, I believe, they have said they're not fucking with France no more. Now, if you don't know anything, let me put you a little quick about, hold on. She talking about it's free Ben and Jerry's. You want to hang out? It sounds like she's trying to gas me for money. Don't it sound like I'm trying to get God? I think I'm trying to get God. But anyway, so what was I saying? The South Africans ain't with the shits, okay? Central Africa is like play around, okay? Niger is like stay the fuck away from us. I go, oh yeah, that's why it was the history. So y'all know after they gave them fake gave them their independence, and they fucked up the roads and fucked up everything. That's what they did. When the Europeans left, they destroyed the railroads. They destroyed all their infrastructure. Why? Because you need to keep the niggers down. Okay, we know this, all right? And plus they forced as in previously. This all stopped in the last couple of months. Literally in the last couple of months. They forced a lot of those countries, including Burkina Faso. I know it's Faso. I am not doing this. I'm not messing it up on purpose. I'm just, said they were basically forcing them to send them when they dig up the diamonds, send them the diamonds, and they'll pay you what they think it's worth, even though they go and sell it for $1 million bajillion, right? Send us your minerals and we might give it to you, but no, the money we gonna give it to you, we gonna put it in a bank account up here that you gotta ask us permission to touch it for though. Old boy said no. Old boy been running they asses in circles, okay? And he pulling a Gaddafi. And if you know anything about Gaddafi, that's why they took Gaddafi out of here, because Gaddafi was about all things Africa, okay? He's pulling a hard Gaddafi right now. 18 assassination attempts in less than a year is wild crazy. And the fact that they can't find a nigga to do it, that's what you got to think. The fact that, I'm about to say this. This ain't Nigeria, ho. The fact that they can't find a nigga to do it, to sell his soul and his blackness for no amount of money, is everything to me. And it's not lost on me that it is happening right now, when this world is going to shit the way this world is going to shit. Y'all, we might all have to go back home. But I think it might be okay. Anyway, so the only people we really got to worry about, that look like us, and if they got on board faster, we'd actually blow this shit out the water, is Nigeria. Nigeria, in my opinion, I love the Nigerians. They cool, but sometimes I can feel like they had a little bit too much colonialism there. They taught them too much traitorous behaviors, and they just ain't been able to shake that completely loose yet. But once they figure it out and understand that you may think you getting over on pennies on the dollar. I understand, yeah, they got millions and shit. But the reality is y'all could have billions and trillions. The reality is ain't no reason a motherfucker from South Africa should be the richest man in the world. That tells you, because his daddy had a mine. That's how it jumped off. But that alone should tell you if we, I'm going to say we, because it ain't them and us, it's us. Okay? If we cut it the fuck out and put, that's why a motherfucker got 18 assassination attempts. That we all around the world, we wouldn't need a fucking what's the word? I can't even remember the word. I always remember the word. We wouldn't need a reparations. They'd just give it to us. Like that, like the Jewish do, because that's how the Jews. I live in Crown Heights. That's how a lot of them get their shit. They get it from Israel. Y'all know that, right? They buy these houses and shit. They ain't got cash, and they get the money from the people and the rabbi and shit. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that. So that's happening. What else is happening? Asia is like, fuck around if you want to. And then they got, I guess Donald think that he got, what it was, not the Philippines. Who he think he got? Thailand? Donald think he got Thailand. Listen, I keep saying this, and this is how you know, and that's how I keep saying, that motherfucker, these people are dumb, and you cannot have dumb people in charge of our government. Because they never paid attention to school. Because everything I learned in school, and mind you, I was a little rascal. Okay, so I didn't learn everything, but everything I learned in school told me that the Asians are going to transform against your ass. It don't matter how much they beefing. It don't matter how much we don't like China. It don't matter. When it go down, they're going to be these transformers. They are united, okay? And if you think that China, South Korea, all these people are together and a fucking Taiwan is going to cave to you, you didn't pay attention to school. Because everything I know that I learned in high school, in my inner city high school, these motherfuckers went to private school. Everything I learned in my inner city high school told me a long fucking time ago that the minute the Asians have an opportunity, they gonna jump. They told them 100 years ago, leave us alone. Them as in the Western world. The Western world was like, we don't want to. We want your gunpowder. We want this from you. We want that from you. The Asians kept saying, leave us alone. And they kept fucking with them. Going to wars, doing all this shit. And then the Asians said, you want to play capitalism? Cool. We'll show you what capitalism is. And they played it. And they pulling out every big joker out the deck. Okay? So if you think that Taiwan, I told y'all, well, y'all know I have a degree in international trade. If you don't know, now you know. That's why I talk so much shit. And I know what I'm talking about. You know the high, and this was 15. Ain't shit changed. Matter of fact, it's even worse now. I don't even have to look it up. I know it's worse now. The three top like GDP around the world, right, were the United States, China, and Tokyo? No, Tokyo's in Japan. I forgot the fucking country. I mean, not the country, well, point is, the only reason that the United States was number one is because they broke up number 2 and number 3. Number 2 and number 3 was China. China been kicking our ass since forever. And they completely said, and they completely took over, especially in those sort of things, in 2008. When they opened up, and these companies decided it's cheaper to make shit over there cool. Okay? And now what America exports for the most part, okay, if you don't know, our greatest export is labor. You understand why the stock market is crashing? Labor. Yeah, we do phones and shit like that, but like our greatest export is labor, our brains, the people we have, and them working for international companies or whatever, not fucking $3 t-shirts. Okay? People working and going to get $1 million contracts and da-da-da-da. That is what America exports. People. And that's not going to be, and he's slowly knocking and taking that. Why do you think they're arresting people even coming over here on vacation? Creating a dynamic that Americans cannot leave this bitch. I keep telling y'all, they keep talking about a wall and all of this shit and immigrants, when the reality is, all that shit is to keep us locked in this bitch. Fucked up, struggling, willing to do whatever the fuck these rich people want us to do for the price that they're doing it in fucking Taiwan. So that. What else? Let's look. What else does fucker do? Musk is, losing everything. The stock market is crashing. We know that. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, did y'all hear that Orangina wants a parade for his birthday? Yeah, y'all heard it? I did. Y'all heard that? I did. Y'all hear that wind? Jesus Christ. It don't know if it want to be cold or warm here in New York. I had to pull out my big winter coat again. I just put it away this weekend because I had on my little spring coat. Had to pull that shit out again yesterday. Okay. Yeah, that now they just on social media exposing how much of the Trumpers and the congressmen and the Congress people, including this inbred Marjorie Taylor Greene, made during the stock crash. You know, the crash that took away half of, everybody's 401k and shit. That shit. They made a lot of money. Okay. All of those people. I can't wait. They need everything taken from them. You want to know how to pay for reparations? That's how you pay for reparations. Take everything Elon got. These people, take them all. The Jared Kushners, take everything. Okay? Every fucking thing. And then they could pay us. And then things might be fair. Let me look at some of these comments. Hit the like button, please. Thank you so much, sis. Don't not forget to please hit the like button. She said, I was just telling somebody, because I used to knit when I was a little girl, and I was like, I should start knitting again, bitch. You know what that is? The downloads preparing us. We're gonna have to start knitting again. She said I took up sewing as a hobby. Oh my God. See? Oh, I always, y'all know I always say this. I don't want your Shein, your Fashion Nova. I need my shit well made that is going to last for 10 years. I can't deal with it. I didn't grow up in a time where we just threw our clothes out after 2 washes. That shit sound crazy to me. She said I got to get rid of some clothes. Got too many. Listen, we're gonna get down to the priorities again. Ooh. She said Apple lost 670 billion. I love to see it. Power to the people. I love the $670 billion. Okay. And all because they didn't want to pay taxes. I can imagine that the tax bill would have probably been a lot cheaper than $670 million. What do you think? I think Apple's tax bill that they did all of this, they crashed the fucking government. Zimmerman, what's the other one? The Facebook dude, the Amazon dude. I bet you their tax bill would have been a lot cheaper, even over a couple years, than the crash they're experiencing. I love that for them. Like I always say, people think these, especially these rich people, they think they so smart. No, you're just conniving. But one thing they can never count on, because again, they forget. I think you forget after you make like $10 million. I'm not sure. But I think you forget the reality of other human beings. I think you forget that you cannot, you can think you know what people are going to do, but you don't know what people's going to do, especially when you can't see the humanity of the people, right? Whatever group you're in, if you can't see the humanity of the people that you are trying to oppress for whatever way, will always lose, because you don't know what they're going to do, because you can't recognize their humanity to see them as a people. So you're always going to fail. This has happened so much historically that you would think this would be lesson 101 in being a billionaire. But maybe not. I don't know. I never took those billionaire classes. I don't know what they have. She said, oh yeah, she said her son's restricted. That girl, of course, she's out of school now. That's why she's out of school. She's just trying to finagle some coins. I know her. She's trying to finagle some coins. She wanted me to be like, oh, I can't do that, but I'll send you some ice cream money. See, this you text me. These children. These damn children. Anyway. Yeah, some of them. Yeah. A lot of them don't. But there's some of them, what we would consider middle America. The middle America ones, they work in factories and shit. You know, they're okay. I'm in well, shit. Why won't our middle America go and take those fucking farmers' jobs that the Mexicans left? The Asians are willing to do whatever they got to do, but our middle America don't want the farmers' job. Oh, did y'all hear that they bringing coal back? Niggas out here in China, bruh, with the flying cabs. Did y'all see that they got flying cabs now? Yeah. These niggas is hovercrafting across China. They got the prototype ready to go. I think it starts this summer. They got hover cabs. And we are talking about coal. He ain't gonna win. He's not gonna win. Have we not? Some of y'all, I'm not old enough to, but some of y'all old enough or have parents old enough to remember the Vietnam War. Them niggas was running around in tsunamis and rainforest, okay? And fucking flip-flops running on rice. Y'all mamas ever put y'all on rice in the corner for punishment? These niggas was out here swimming, bucking, all of that, bussing in rice with flip-flops on, toes all exposed. Half of y'all can't even go anywhere with your toes exposed. These niggas was at war in flip-flops. And they ain't stop. And they ain't stop. They ain't lose that war. And you think you gonna fuck with the bigger, badder brother? And like you said, like one of us said, these motherfuckers are in middle America, China. These niggas climb mountains daily to go to school. Y'all ever seen them pitch them things of them kids in the villages? How they have to scale shit and mountain every day to go to school. They work for slave wages. They grow their own shit. They good. They fine. For the most part, they good. And you think they not gonna drop kick. And we ain't got no friends. We ain't got nobody. Even Canada said, fuck around with us, you're gonna learn why they made a Geneva a Geneva Convention. We ain't got no friends. China will drop kick our asses with Russia's help and every other Asian country, whether they have a treaty with the United States or not. Where have you been? But again, like I said about rich white people, they can't understand the humanity of other people. They can't comprehend culture. They cannot comprehend why, no matter how much money they offering these niggas in Central Africa to take out the president, that they refuse. They can't comprehend why. They can't comprehend why all the Asian countries will transform on their ass. It ain't even, this nigga talking about Tijuana like that means anything. Like they ain't, like that's not the plug. Like China won't send all of their shipments to this bitch through Tijuana. It's wild. But that's what happens when you put a dumbass in office. I said what I said. I don't care what you. I said what I said. What happened when you put a dumbass in office? And you let the least educated people in our country pick our fucking president because they remind him of their dumbasses. It's bananas. It's bananas. They was wildin'. And it was wildin'. Oh, Russia. Oh. What? Stands alone. How old Dario? The cheese stands alone. And we got a balcony-sized garden bed with legs. Oh, did y'all see a lot of these companies, and I might fucking do that. Well, no, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Are starting to put tariffs. I need these niggas to put Trump's tariffs on orders. Like I saw somebody, they made a screenshot of an order from, I don't know where it was from. It was clothes. It seemed like clothes though. It was like $400 in clothes. It might have been Temu or something. I'm not sure. Shein. I think it was Shein. And they had $44 in tariffs. And they put that bitch tariffs. I need them to start just put Trump tariffs. So these people could see it with their chest. That'll be funny. But the rest, we're okay. We'll be okay for a lot longer than they will. So this girl harassing me, child. I'm not even gonna respond. She gonna piss me off. All right, let's finish this up and get up out of here, okay? Where's that? She said, we decided that Trump failed social studies and Elon failed science. They don't know that if they didn't come from money, they wouldn't be in office. They are indeed DEI hires. They should be fired. They are the biggest DEI hires. Yeah, they can't get that part. And that's what I think, and I say this all the time. I used to say this when people asked me like why I did not like Atlanta, right? I think I've said this to y'all before. I'm a New Yorker. And I don't like Atlanta because in New York, right? In New York, you could literally have $1 million in the bank, okay? Still live in a 1-bedroom apartment, bitching about the Uber cost. With my bitching about Uber costs, talk about you broke. Okay? That's how we are. Oh my God, we got a donation. A nice one too. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy, for your super sticker. Hold up. Amy needs some cha-chang. I ain't chang in a minute. Thank you so much for your donation, Amy. Cha-chang, chang. Change the rules. Change the rules. Thank you so much for your donation, Amy. I was not expecting it. It is thoroughly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, girl. Girl, she just distracted me. I forgot the well, thank you so much. I forgot what we were saying. It was of something someone said. I believe they should call it Trump tariffs. Do y'all remember what I was saying before Amy was so damn generous? Oh, I remember. And when you go to Atlanta, I'm not judging the South. I'm not judging Atlanta. Atlanta's not like the rest of the South. But let me tell you about Atlanta. Atlanta, motherfuckers will live in a mansion. I've seen it. I lived there for 2 years. People would live in a nice gated home. But half of the house is empty. It's the echo out that bitch. because they won't furnish the rooms because, oh, it's a lot. You live in a mansion. You ain't never gonna find a brownstone here in Brooklyn. You own it. And a floor is just empty. You are never gonna find that. It's not gonna happen. Okay? You're never gonna find that here. But that happens down there. It's like people down Atlanta. I'm gonna be specific about Atlanta. I'm not gonna say about down south. Protest too much. Like to act like they have way more than they have. People in New York, even when we have it, we crying about we ain't got shit. Like I said, you can have $1 million in the bank. You don't know your neighbor got $1 million trust fund. And they live in a 2-apartment walk up. That's how it is in New York. You don't know what's given. Somebody could be shit, motherfucker. I remember back in the day when I was a teenager, there was this homeless dude who he was mad cool. He was like schizophrenic or some shit. And he used to walk me and my homegirl from Atlantic sometime, walk us up to her building or whatever. Come to find out I didn't know this. He owned the building across the street. That's why he was always on her block. He owned the building with like 4 or 5 fucking tenants. His daughter, I believe, managed it. But he owned the building. The homeless nigga owned the building. That's what you don't know. In New York, you don't really fucking know. You don't really know what people. And it's giving that sort of energy for me. Like, they don't fucking know. Donald Trump is an idiot. When I make comments, even if you aren't from up north or New York and don't fully comprehend what I'm saying, when I'm saying like he got into Fordham, I understand that, Fordham is a great school for most people. I need you to understand what my New York is saying when I say his stupid ass got into Fordham. And he's a billionaire's child back then. Fordham is crazy. It's crazy right now. It's crazy. Fordham is crazy. And the brother had to call in some favors from his old homeboys to get him to transfer over to Penn. As good as it was for him, the best private schools in New York, and the best he could do was Fordham. I don't know how to explain how much of a failure that is. If you don't live in New York and understand what the fuck I'm saying. I don't think I can explain how just that's crazy. And how much that says about the common sense you are lacking. Or he is lacking. That as good as he could have done is fucking Fordham in the Bronx. It's wild bananas. But let's finish up these comments. She said Trump tariffs would. I need everybody to say it. Trust me. If any of our merchandise goes up, oh Jesus, our scarves. Y'all better get y'all scarves now. I ain't gonna hold you. I got them. Once I have to reorder, I'm gonna have to reassess to see how much these fucking scarves cost. And if the price go up, anything, I will put Trump tariffs next to it, okay? I just thought about that. Jesus, God. Yes, thank you so much for your super sticker, Amy. We really appreciate it, okay? Thank you so much. She said, yes, Al, yes. We pretend to be poor all the time. You be like, bitch, yo. What? And I'm telling you, and it's not just, it be everybody. It be niggas in the hood. You be like, what? There'll be niggas in the projects. You don't even know. They just live in the projects because they used to living, because, you know, the neighborhood coming up. So why would I leave my apartment? That's how they give it up. They'll redo their project apartment. You thinking, oh, they live in the projects. Bitch, that bitch got $200,000 in the bank. You ain't even know it. You ain't even know it. This one got this. Be like, what the fuck? And Atlanta, that's one thing I think that was one of the major things for me, besides, you know, there's nothing to do down there, is the fakeness of it all. I couldn't deal with it. Okay, maybe we fake too. We play poor a lot of the times. I am poor, but they, you know, a lot of New Yorkers be playing poor when they got trust funds and shit. You know, live in a rent stabilized apartment, but they got a trust fund. You know, that's just what we do here in New York. You hold in your rent stabilized apartment. It don't matter how much money. Like, no matter what I do, where I go, my kid in New York, she gonna have this apartment. She about to be a bunch of every fucking thing and make a shitload of money when she grow up, but she gonna have this apartment. That's how it be. You don't give up your rent stabilized apartment. Everybody in New York know that. She said there are old barons in Texas and they drive. They're all barons in Texas and they drive trucks. So you get what I'm saying. I think Texas is because, you know, yeah. And you wouldn't even know it. You'd be like, what the fuck? You see a motherfucker on the train not realizing that person got a couple $1 million in their bank account. And here they are on the train with dirty Reeboks on, looking like they ain't combed their hair. Yeah, that's how it be. She said yeah, and that's why he can't understand anything, because my Brooklyn high school education taught me more than apparently this motherfucker know. And he went to some of the best private schools here in New York. So I don't understand. Except for, you know, you're just slow in the head. I need me a cat. Are there any black cattle barons? Asking for a friend. You know, I could see myself on a Texas farm. I could. Can I get a horse? 2 maybe. Bitch, I can see myself going on a morning ride. Can't y'all see me going on I think I can see myself going on a morning ride. Oh, we got another one. Hold on. Cha-chang, chang. Changs the rules. Thank you so much, Pissed Off Public. Her name keep evolving. She's just mad. Can you blame her? Sorry, y'all. That was gross. Thank you so much for your donation. Like I said, all donations are thoroughly appreciated. Cash App, Super Chat, PayPal. Let me check all my stuff to make sure, because y'all be sending things all over the place. But thank y'all so much for your donation. It is thoroughly appreciated. Hold on, I gotta click on this other one too, because I don't really know it. I gotta be checking both accounts. Okay. So yeah, so thank y'all so much for your donation. It is thoroughly appreciated. Look at this girl. She calling me for ice cream, but she only got she calling me for ice cream. But I just anyway. Thank you so much, Pissed Off Public Servant, for your donation, sis. It is thoroughly appreciated. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody want to come up and give me their 2 cents on what's going on. And I'm gonna finish up these comments. So if you want to click the link. Before I get up out of here. I look like shit. I really look like shit today, boy. Look at me. Who raised me to look like this? I don't even have earrings on. Y'all know my mama raised me better than that. I've got earrings on. The struggle is real. Okay. But I'm cute though. I look crazy. It's all right. We'll get it together. Hey, Bree, how are you, girl? I need to get back to my regular schedule programming, aka watching some of my favorite YouTubers. I be knocked out. Okay. I'm still weaning myself back to health. When I tell you I be knocked out, yesterday I went to sleep semi early. And when I say I woke up like this, I woke up like I was high or some shit, and I wasn't. And it was like 9:30, y'all. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't sleep that late, especially when I go to sleep early. Like, how I get 9:30? I done slept through an alarm and everything, y'all. I don't know. She said actual rich people are cheap as hell. Yeah. 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 Hey Naughty. Hey everybody. Act broke. She said I act broke all the time. Me too. I be broke. I act broke when I'm not broke. I act broke all the time. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite pastime. Especially with monkeys. You know, I be like, I ain't got no money. I ain't got nothing. Oh, hold up. Do you now? Do you now? I'm just saying. Bree close though. Bree closer. But I like an older gentleman. It depends on how old though, but I like some older gentlemen. You know, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. Such good. The sweatshirt and hoodie. Thank you. Yes, hit the link, y'all, if y'all want to come up. If not, that's fine. Cause we about to get up out of here anyway. I will try my best to be on time tomorrow. I tried today. I really did try today, but it was just I didn't check if I would have checked it earlier, I don't know what's happening with our internet here in New York. It I think the internet all over the world, all over the country, not the world. The world doesn't have Oranginas telling the people in charge of cybersecurity to not do their jobs. Oh, we have our public servant. I didn't even see her. Hey, girl.
Hey everybody. So, these Trump tariffs, this is what I keep, the people that I know that bought into these lies, I told them that manufacturing in America is dead. I'm in the Rust Belt. Okay, I'm in the Rust Belt. Them jobs left, guess what? They said, go on and get you a degree so you can work in the government. Like, that was, Black people thrive working in public servant because it's a protected,
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
So, and that's been since,
Forever.
yeah, even during segregation, Black people were thriving. That's why DC was known as Chocolate City, because a lot of Black people left and went there because we couldn't do nothing else.
Yeah.
You know, and now he has like made it so basically, what is it? Federal facilities that the segregation is like not explicitly ruled out.
So let me I just have a question. You work for the government. So okay, so they want to segregate us. Cool. What happens if the segregation don't go the way they thought it was gonna go?
That's too damn bad. Shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because like you said, we the ones who've been working it for generations, more than
We
like
know what.
charge. What happened if the dirty water fountain end up the white people water fountain? Is that gonna be
I don't give a damn what happened no more. I'm at the point where, look, if y'all want to do that, and there's been a lot of TikToks where the white people are like, oh, we won't have good food, da da da. I'm like, what about the fact that Black people are human beings and we are no less or,
okay?
than anybody else? What
Yeah.
is that? And I did see a comment saying, are you foundational? Black American immigrants don't like us because whatever. Black people should have a problem with Trump. It don't matter where your boat
It don't
stopped. We're
matter. Yeah,
still
it
part of the
don't matter.
diaspora. I
Yeah,
hate the diaspora wars. It is so irritating.
I hate it.
Yes, we can acknowledge that Black Americans, we have been brainwashed to hate our Blackness and anyone who looked like us. Okay. So all the other non American Black people where they had a bad run in with us, it's ignorance. Look at how ignorant the rest of America is.
Yeah.
We're still Americans. Like we
Yeah. We're
still,
still Americans at the end of the day. Yeah.
yeah. I don't care where your boat stopped at. Like I'm learning Haitian Creole. We got a big Haitian population in our city. I already speak Spanish. Hell, what's another language
Yeah.
for me? I could at least greet people. I talk to the Haitian girls at work. And they're like, wow, okay, you actually like trying to learn this. I like languages. So that's not a big thing for me. That's like something that I was going to do anyway. But, what we're about to have to endure because of these stupid idiots that bought into, oh, he's tariffing everyone because we're America and we're the best. Who has told y'all? Why are y'all believing that? Like, America is not the best country in the world. This is what kills me.
I
When
tell everybody that. Like, especially the black, it's like, oh, I would never leave here. When you leave here, you realize how trash this place is.
Man, and you know what's so crazy? My dad, he always like, it could be worse. I'm like, we could be like other first world countries. Why is the bar in hell for us? Like,
Yeah.
oh, we could always be a third world country, or we could be
Or
like,
a third world country. I keep
right,
telling people that they not, but just because they don't claim it. If you know anything about how those third worlds are classified, we are a third world country. Third
yeah,
world countries are classified by the infrastructure, which ours is shit, the
healthcare,
education level, where ours is shit.
yep,
Everything that classifies a country as third world, America classifies for.
hell, India, they got better maternity leave than we got, and I'm just, when people say that to me, I'm like, y'all stop always putting us like, oh, we could be a third world country instead of, oh, we should strive to be like our peers with healthcare that is funded. Kamala's wealth tax would have been great, but
Girl.
these idiots, and I'm
The
sure,
bar on, remember when she was talking about having a limit on how much they can charge for food and shit? And
yes,
now the food is about to be 3-4
sky
times the
damn
price.
high.
Wow.
And so for whoever that was that had that stupid Black Americans shouldn't be have a problem with Trump, what do you mean? He's not doing shit for us. Get that through y'all fucking thick skulls, man. Like, you're gonna be broke. It doesn't matter. Okay, I don't understand this diaspora war bullshit. We're all black, okay? And we're all starting to realize that because I'm seeing different channels from black people around the world where they're actually tuning into the shit that's happening here about us sitting out on protests, about us boycotting the hell out of Target, and now they bottom line is down the hell.
Mm-hmm.
They should pay attention to it because we have been like pretty much the example of when we move somewhere, what is it going to be like for us?
Yeah.
Because black people, foundational black Americans, we are the experts at dealing with white supremacy and American fascism. This country has been fascist to us since forever. The Freedom Papers.
Yeah.
Trump is doing that again. Like, come on, let's be honest here. Like, these people, they don't care. And he's talking about sending American citizens to El Salvador prisons. Come on now.
Where do you think, and I tell people this all the time, when they do whatever crazy shit they about to do, and China come with their boats and pick up they fucking people,
Right.
okay? Where the fuck you think is, because they ain't gonna pick our black ass up. Ain't nobody
No,
gonna pick, who you think gonna pick us up?
we got to pick us up.
We gonna pick us up.
Now,
Whatever
unless,
the fuck that motherfucker doing in Burkina Faso and how
yeah,
they got South Africa and the rest, they gonna be the ones to come get our asses when they say get them out of here or we sending them to El Salvador.
right, because I believe I know who you're talking about. He a young, like, he's a
Yes,
military leader.
yes.
He see us as he's like them our people too.
Yeah. And I
And
love
my
that
thing is
for
with,
all of us. I love
yeah,
that for all of us.
all of us from the diaspora. It don't matter if you out of Jamaica, Panama, Venezuela, Guyana. It does not matter. We got the same shared history. We've been under fascism. Black people, we know this.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always thought the biggest fear is the reason they don't want Africa to get herself together is because we're globally, we're not a minority.
We're
We're
not.
like the biggest group. We got a whole big ass continent
Yep.
that our ancestry is from, that are, I always call them cousins because we black. It
Yeah.
you know I it's our shared history. Yes, Americans, we've been stripped of that, but even when you look at your plate of soul food, just know that it came from somewhere.
Yep.
Them recipes have been reinterpreted for
We're
you to
using
work
the
with what the
same
hell you
daggone
got.
things. It's just made a different way. Like how I
Exactly.
make Caribbean food, it's the same damn food as Black American food. I just separate the peas.
Yeah. I made some collard greens.
Just separate the
This
peas.
I made some collard greens this weekend, and I just was like, I feel close to my roots when I make soul food, and it ain't got to be unhealthy soul food. It could be very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just like, y'all, we gotta tune in, because that brother over there in Africa, I was like, oh, he said, they're my people. Like, they
Mm-hmm.
paying attention. Do y'all
Yep.
remember why Liberia was formed? It was because they wanted us to
I
leave.
love a smart Black woman. Woo, go ahead. Tell them, girl. You tell them.
Liberia, those people got last names like Johnson, Smith, all that. They were their own group, and no, it wasn't perfect, because you're taking a group of people who've been separated from their home countries for centuries,
Mm-hmm.
and you tell them, you treat them like you want them to be a permanent underclass, but who the fuck you think is gonna go for that all the time?
Yep.
Some people are gonna get fed up. That's why the Pan-Africanism movement started, when Marcus Garvey's like, we need to band together. Do you think America want black people to band with other black people?
No.
No. The answer is no. And you're right, China will come pick up these people. Them Chinese
Every last
Americans.
fucking one of them. Okay.
Yeah, I got
Four,
a
five,
homegirl.
six generations.
Yep,
They've been here. They will come get them.
and I got a homegirl from college. She is third generation Chinese American. She's half Chinese. Her mom married a white man, but she remembers, like, she was told all the stories about the paper sons, where basically, as long as you can find another Chinese person in America, they gonna help you get set up here. And so they call them paper sons. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, on paper we're family, but reality is, I don't know them, they helping us get set up.
They
That's
do
how it
that.
was with black people moving out the South. That's why you had an uncle that might have went to Boston or Baltimore or Detroit, wherever, to get them set up and say, okay, the money looking good, I'm come on, we
Come on
gonna
up.
take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to tap into that mentality of
Everyone else do it. The Asians,
the
the Jews.
Latinos.
Trust me, the Jews do it.
Oh, they do it
The
big.
Lat- like they do it. Like everybody else, every powerhouse of people, they do it.
Yeah,
That's why they're a powerhouse.
and with Jewish people, it's interesting because back in the day, they were excluded from any type of manual labor, so they went into banking, and they hang on to that pain, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not fucking doing that shit again. That's why you see them, like, the money changers, like, y'all Latinos, they be coming here buying houses together. They duplex. They will live on one side, have another family on the other side. They fixing that shit up.
Yeah.
I be proud of them too, because I'm in an area where we got everybody over here.
Mm-hmm.
We got some Haitians across the street. Everybody around me speaks Spanish, and they literally work together. And the neighborhood, I'm in the hood, so we all kind of work together. Like, my neighbor brings us eggs when his chickens start to lay eggs. He give us some gardening tips. We have a good time over here, and I think that if all the black and brown people realize that we got a lot more in common, and the same motherfucker wants us up out of here, then that would really change something. Look at the Rainbow Coalition back in the day with Fred Hampton. The Black Panther Party had us so united that they fucking killed the leaders. Like,
Yeah.
that's the real
In
thing.
his sleep.
Yeah, in a bed with his pregnant freaking
Sleep,
wife. Like,
drugged them, sleep. That's the only way they could have got him.
yeah,
Crazy.
because you can't, when you get something huge like a movement where you got white people, Asian people, Jewish people, Latino people, Native American people, black people working together to better everyone, it's too much like the big C word that America hates, which is communism.
Yeah.
That's why they still fucking got all this shit against the Cubans. Still. Fidel Castro's been dead. Like, y'all still mad at Cuba for wanting to be self-reliant and not bow down to the whims of America. Trump, what he's doing what we've been doing, but in such a cruel manner where we had soft power before, where we had USAID trying to correct some of the shit that we've done. But this man just doesn't give a fuck. And I wish people would realize that he don't care that the markets are tanking. He don't care that Social Security getting fucked around with Elon Musk walking around trying to do whatever he want to do. He already got our information, y'all. He's big into the AI thing. He got what he wanted. It's fucked up.
Yeah. Um. Uh. Let Bree speak.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm done yapping. Today at work had me up against the rope, so I'm gonna drop out and see y'all later.
All right, girl.
Hey, ladies.
Bye.
Good
Okay,
afternoon.
Bree, before you speak, yeah, I put
Okay.
somebody in timeout. We don't do separation over here. Okay, so if you can't get with it, that's cool, but I'm gonna time you out for at least a day. Go ahead, Bree.
My bad. No, I'm loving the conversation because the tariffs literally take effect tomorrow for us. And people need to understand, like, what resources do we have that the other countries need? And that's pretty much nothing. Okay, they just need our money, and they see the money is not looking good. So we're in a position where our backs are up against the wall. Our president is out here talking about the people were weak for going out there to protest simply because he's upset that so many of his community was out there. I saw them when I was in South Carolina. I was like, what are they doing? I didn't even know people were outside protesting. That's how out of touch I've been because I just been focusing on my move. But it's about to get real. It's about to get real, real fast. That's why I keep saying, community. They hate that. As long as we push for community, we got to start doing it behind the scenes and not in front of the scenes because every time someone gets out front and starts talking that power to the people, they find a way to get them up out of here. Look at all those leaders. Not everybody from the BLM movement was bad, but they all mysteriously are turning up unalive somewhere. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. You're definitely spot on. And as for that young man down there who was a victim, they're real mad that they tried to stop the GoFundMe and the money still came in.
Yeah.
They did everything in their power to make it seem like Carmelo was out here doing something he had no business. And I knew it was more to that story because I said, why would he just randomly attack some boys and he been going to that school for years?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. And I knew it was more to it. And pay attention to how the media is painting him. They're
Yeah.
trying to make this, I don't even know that boy's name. The bully
Mm-hmm.
seemed like he was just some God sent angel who was gonna free the people and lead the nation into success. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wonder what's going on in that home for them to be attacking people in the middle of the day and the school not do anything. This is why I always say when your kids are going to these schools, you have to be extra attentive
Yes.
to what's going on.
Going
And
on.
if the school is not doing their part, hold them accountable. That's why I always say, women and men, be careful who you have kids with because the state, the school board, all that is important. Because down here in Texas, we had an incident like that. And guess what the child did? He blasted the school up, which implemented more stuff. So that's all I have, Jovi. Thank you for letting me up. I'm glad you're back. I hope you get better. Sorry, I'm outside. I'm getting my steps in. All right. I'm going to drop back down.
All right, y'all. Okay, so I want to share one last thing real quick before we get out of here, okay? Because I'm not playing with y'all idiots, okay? Again, I have a whole degree, a whole one, not a certificate, whole, a whole one in international trade, a whole one, okay? A whole one, all right? Qualifications for a third world country. If you don't tell me this shit don't sound familiar. I told you I used to ask my professor, and I would stuck her every time. She couldn't stand me. Blonde white girl, blue hair, blonde white girl. She couldn't stand me because why? Let's read the qualifications, y'all. Just real quick for those in the back who think I'm making this shit up. This is Google. Go Google it. Third world, lower incomes, underdeveloped economy. It was underdeveloped already. Now what it is? It's in the trash, ain't it? Ain't it crashing out the world? It's crashing. Okay, but it's been trash. High poverty rates. Half of this country, more than half of this country, lives in poverty. Okay? Lack access to basic necessities. People ain't even getting their Medicaid, they SSI checks. Okay, no more. Okay. Challenges in infrastructure. These are necessities. Infrastructure. China is on their like 80th high tech train. We still on Amtrak. China is out here showing us prototypes that's coming out this week. I mean, this summer. My bad, not this week. They got flying fucking taxis. What do we? Our whole automobile industry is in the trash right now. Infrastructure? What infrastructure? Let's be for real. Healthcare. I don't have to say anything about healthcare. Education. Now, what in this description? I just Googled it. Criteria for a third world country. I just Googled it. Don't remind you of this bitch. What? What happened? What happened? All right, let's wrap this up. She said, I heard he stepped down. They better end up in El Salvador prisons. Okay? Let them end up in El Salvador. We ain't done until they in El Salvador. She said we're arms dealers and banks. That's what we are. We don't manufacture anything but weapons. And then the world don't even want that. If y'all ain't here, it was about when I was sick. It was the beginning of last week. I don't remember, the last 2 weeks. They were talking about the EU are not buying any more weapons. The world is not buying any more American-made weapons. Jets, because they're saying they got a kill button in the jets. They're buying their jets from other places. Everybody. They're canceling or canceled orders for said weapons, said jets or tanks or whatever. Order done. Order done. So what exactly are we exporting now? Because people, they still allowing us to move out and go work other places for now. But because it's like, but I told y'all already. And I hate when people try to act like they don't know.
Oh, one more thing. I forgot to add this. Look at the billionaires and how they've been reacting, especially Elon. Elon went from multiple media outlets, including the ones he made fun of, to talk about his money being lost. He is feeling the pressure. I keep saying it, like the best way to strategize is withdraw your financial support. Withdraw your financial support, force them to the table. If we really want to have these conversations and talk about how things are affecting us, withdraw that financial support because they don't listen to nothing. They don't listen to, they've heard it. They don't care. What they
Yeah.
respect is the bottom line, which is the money, the fatty, the wop, the dinero. And I'm proud that Elon lost billions. I'm proud that Target is losing billions. I'm happy Amazon, Apple, Facebook, let them all crash and burn.
Mm-hmm.
Let them all crash and burn. I'm not saying, making money makes you a bad person, but look at what these millionaires decided to do. They went against humanity. Now humanity is going against them. I love it.
Ooh.
So let me drop back down. Thank you, Jovi, for letting me back up.
All right. That was a bar. That was a bar. They went against humanity. And now humanity is going against them. There is nowhere on our God green earth, that bitch better make it to Mars, that he gonna be able to hide. That bitch can't even go to Switzerland and try to hide. The world gonna be trying to guillotine his ass. And I don't know, hopefully, maybe he'll get caught in a country that do that. Okay, but I'm loving it for them, and like y'all, and like everyone is saying, and Bree said, take the money away from them, take it away. And even when they're locked up in their little castles, when shit is going awry, all those workers they have, they gonna take it from them. And I love that for them. I love that for them. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Um, I didn't say black people. I didn't say black people in the United States living in a third world. I said the United States is a third world. We know how we live in. Of course, we the lowest people of peoples. The only people maybe lower than us is the fucking Native Americans, but we the lowest people of peoples. I didn't say that specific to be exact. I didn't say, oh, black people living in a third world in America. Everybody living in a third world in America. America is a third world. That's what I said. I don't care what they say. America is a third world country, and they about to start saying it because people have lost enough respect for America to stop lying about it. So they're about to start saying it. Okay. Um. Thank you, girl. I'm entertaining when I'm not sick. I'm just coming out of being sick. I'm entertaining. Thank you. We're normally here at noon. Okay, I had a little issue at noon, but when I'm not sick, noon, Monday through Friday. We'll see you next time. She said in Northup and Boeing gonna be laying people off. Yes, no, please. I am the only thing I got a package today and I was like, what the fuck is this? I was so annoyed because I was like, I didn't order nothing. It was a free gift. It was a free gift from YouTube. Shout out to YouTube for sending me a free gift. I might wear it tomorrow so y'all can see it. It's cute. It was a free gift because I was like, what is this? Because I'm like, I've been spending money on nothing. I'm right now the only thing I'm trying to get me is it's like this thing. I forgot what you call it. It's like a hydro planter. I forgot the name of it. But nonetheless, it's something that because I live in an apartment. I ain't like a lot of y'all ladies with your gardens and stuff. Make your gardens look nice, okay? But I got limited space. So it's this thing that you basically, it has like a sunlight and all this shit that you grow fruits and vegetables from. That's literally about the only thing I'm plotting on getting in the next month, right? But anything else, no. No. Absolutely not. She says she worked at Target and they're cutting hours. Damn, Lacey. She said they heard you clearly. She said he was mocking the protesters. Yes, that's it. See, I'm not the only one. We here. When I get it, I'm sure as hell gonna show it to y'all. I told you I have a water filter coming, but I didn't pay for that. I got that for free. So I'll show y'all that when it get here as well. But when I get that hydroponic garden, thank you, girl. When I get that hydroponic garden, I'm gonna show y'all. I got a space and everything for it. I'm ready, child. I'm ready to grow my own fruits and vegetables. I'm gonna be out here. Preparing for my oil baron. I'll be out here preparing, y'all. So when I finally meet him, I'm ready. I'm like, I grew these carrots for you, sir. Oh, she said her aunt is invested in dry food storage bags to save food. That's good. She said I might do that. I rent a tiny house. I love those things. And again, I have them on the Amazon shop. Y'all know we have an Amazon shop. Listen, I would love the commission, but I'm staying on business. Go to the Amazon shop, and then go to the website and get it from the fucking website. Whatever it is, you can go to the actual website and you'll probably get it for the same price or maybe even cheaper on the website. Now, you ain't going to get it in a day, but you're going to get your stuff. And that's money taken away from, and that's money you ain't got to spend with Amazon. I'm not here to tell y'all to spend the money on Amazon. I'm just saying I got a lot of my 92% survival guide is on or in my Amazon shop. Y'all find the items, copy paste that shit into your Google search, and it will bring up the company's website. Go from there. She said I bought it. She said she brought it. Jamie got the gardens, the hydro gardens. Jamie prepared. We need to all be around Jamie because Jamie gonna have the food when shit go down. She said, I just got my daddy shoveling about to plant roses by my front door right now. I had to stop spending money and do free stuff around the house. Listen, I am all about beautifying your home. I am harassing these people to come paint. Okay, because I want a nice new paint job. I am all about, we're going to be in our house for a while. So if you want to beautify your home, girl. Get some flowers, get some, take out the nice china. Throw out them fucking paper plates. Use your dishes. Use your nice forks. Use your Le Creuset for Thursday's dinner. Okay. Hydroponic garden. She said she started her garden too. Okay, y'all. All right. So I do have a bunch of clips. I'm probably gonna be posting those clips to the store, the shorts, and throughout the rest of the week. Okay. But we will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I don't oversleep again today. I'm still fighting this. It's like the norovirus. I'm fighting it. Okay. So I'm getting a lot better, but as you can, I still got a little bit of a cough, and I was like, I slept like the dead last night, y'all. I mean, when you get up, like, what the fuck? You would have thought I was late for school. That's how I have not gotten up, like, oh my God, in about 20 years. Back when I was late for school, like, oh my God, I gotta go. And I didn't even have to go nowhere. I'm just like, what's going on? I was, when you just startled awake, because you just feel like I should not be still asleep. Oh God, that's gross. Oh, that was gross. That's how I felt this morning. But every day is better. Every day is better. Okay. Every day is better. I still look like shit. But like somebody said, I look like a nice piece of shit. So I'll take that. Okay. We gonna get up out of here. She said, see, everybody got it. Y'all, I need to get a fucking a promo code from these people. I'm gonna go get a promo code for these people because I'm gonna hit them up. gonna hit them up and see if they're gonna give me one and get a promo code for these people. Because anywho, I'm about to get them out of here. Listen, your Thursday dinner. Do not wait till Sunday. Okay? That nice fine china. I cook in my La Crusade every time I cook. Okay? I don't play. I don't even have those other pots anymore. I got like one. I cook them high class meals. I don't give a fuck if it's macaroni and cheese out the box. Okay? All right, y'all. We about to get them out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming. As always, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please support. Later.